Hi guys, it's the Green Crayon here from the Crayon Box. Today I'm going to be doing a Wednesday Addams makeup tutorial. So yeah, I'm just going to get right to it. For this you're going to need some white face paint. I'm using Snazaroo. I don't know how well you can see that. But yeah, just any white face paint will be fine. You're going to need a sponge and a little bit of water as well to put that on. But underneath that, primer is great, but if you don't have that, it doesn't really matter. It's just a useful thing to have. Some white eyeliner, makeup brushes and a eyeshadow palette and some clear mascara. I've probably missed something out that I'll realise halfway through, but I'll put that here if I miss it out. The first thing that I'm doing is just putting a basic primer all over my face. This makes the face paint go on easier. You don't really have to do this, it makes it smoother and it's a lot quicker when you come to the white face paint later. This bit's pretty simple, and you just get a little bit of water and put it on a sponge and use that to put the white face paint all over your face, and make sure that it's nice and even, and you don't want the water to be, you don't want it to be too full of water because then it will just sort of congeal and it doesn't really work. So you'll work this out pretty quickly, and if you've ever done this before you'll know that it's pretty easy, but it might take a couple of layers to get it to be even. Here I'm just using a light powder to go over my face to make things a little bit more even. It's pretty obvious why you need a lighter one, but this is just so that it doesn't show up on the white face paint. You can hardly see it at all on mine, if at all, so definitely go for a lighter one. This also locks in the face paint a little bit better. I know some people use hairspray, but it's easier to do this straight on top of the white makeup, and then when you're finished, if you hairspray your face to keep the makeup in place. To do your eyebrows, you want to take a black and just fill them in as you usually would, but don't go all the way to the end. She has quite short eyebrows, so maybe go about 3/4 of the way to the end, but use your better judgment as to what looks okay. Usually if you just follow your own eyebrows, then it's alright. I mean, she's been played by so many characters that no one's really going to be that bothered. Here is where you want to take your white eyeliner and use it almost like concealer. She has like a completely white face, so if you just go like sort of around your eyes and your nose and things like that, places where it's sort of hard to get even with the white face paint, but the things I would definitely recommend doing is going around your eye as close as you can and blending everything in. Obviously you don't want to just leave it as white lines. I'm using a really light blusher here, but you can use just a pink eyeshadow. Just go over your eyelids as you normally use an eyeshadow. As a general tip when you use white face paint is to only lean on your face with a cotton pad, just because if you have anything on your fingers and it ends up on your face, and it's really hard to get it off, because you usually end up having to take all the white face paint off, and it's just easier this way. So that it doesn't just look like you're wearing pink eyeshadow, I'm going over the top of my eyelids with the white eyeliner and sort of blending it down so that it has a more sort of graduate look rather than just like you're just wearing pink eyeshadow. And then after wiping your eyeliner on a makeup wipe just to make sure that it's clean, just do your waterline like normal. I'm taking a black and drawing a very thin line above my eyelid with an eyeshadow brush. You don't want to do eyeliner because then it gets like a really definitive line. You want sort of more of a suggestion of it. But you could always tidy this up afterwards by putting a little bit more of the pink eyeshadow on top, just to make sure that it's sort of just a hint rather than an actual line. Then you pretty much want to do the same thing underneath your eye, except you want to make this a little bit more obvious and sort of blend it down a little bit more. Use the same shade of black that you used on the top of your eyelid, but then go underneath it with a sort of lighter shade, just so it has a more sort of graduate look. But whatever you do, don't use the one with a shimmer in it, because then you'll just have a glittery face. Then just use an eyelash curler like you normally would. If you don't know how to do this, you just clamp your eyelashes in it and hold it for a couple of seconds, but just try not to rip your eyelashes off. And then just use a clear mascara, put it on as you would any mascara. The reason I'm using a clear one rather than a black one is because she is a young girl and she doesn't wear mascara, so it's better to have something, but then I also don't want to have like massive black eyelashes. Then I'm just doing some contouring for this. This is completely optional, I just like the way that it looks. If you put a little bit of shadow around the insides of your nose and down the bridge of your nose to your liking really, it's okay to use a sort of grey eyeshadow to do this because you already have a white face, so it doesn't look really odd. This is also pretty much just contouring my cheekbones and to be a little bit darker. It can make her look sort of more skeletal, and I kind of like that effect, but again, this is completely optional and only if you want to do it. Here I'm colouring in my lips with the white eyeliner, making sure everything is blended and even. Now you just want to take either a really light blusher or eyeshadow and rub it over your lips just so they're a little bit pinker. She kind of has an artificial sort of pink look on her lips, which is why I'm doing this. This is pretty simple. I'm just going around my lips with the white eyeliner and just fixing up everything to make sure that the white face paint is even and that everything looks good. And we're done. This has been the Green Crayon from the Crayon Box doing my Wednesday Addams makeup tutorial. If you want to find out more, you can visit our Facebook page. I'll put a link to that in the description. If you want more information on how to get the wig on, I do a video on that as well. You can check that out at our channel. Good luck!